Cardi B just did a $700,000 campaign for Shein. And to be completely honest, the internet has been losing its mind. Fans and critics alike are questioning this move. Cardi is a huge celebrity, someone who's been on the cover of Vogue and even fronted campaigns for Balenciaga. So why would she partner with a brand that's often seen as, well, more for influencers than A-list celebrities?
We have a problem. I think we have a problem. So last night I was shopping on Shein and I was trying to buy some crop tops. Okay, like I'm just trying to buy some tops. Gonna check out, then mind my business. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Why I'm looking through the website and I see a picture of me. So this is me. This is my picture. So I'm like, okay, where's the little checky check? You know, like where's my money? And I'm looking at it more, but I'm like, wait, something's not right. Like something's wrong with this picture. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, like they edited the color of the outfit clearly. They added like a black tag clearly. But I'm like, but something's not clicking, Steven. Something's not clicking, Shein. So I'm like, okay, boom. Let's go to the original photo. Let's see what's wrong here. I don't know if you guys see what's wrong, but I'm gonna show you what's wrong with the picture. Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. There's no... Like, I feel violated. I'm not gonna lie. Like, low-key violated. So, y'all not only took my picture without my consent, y'all posted it on your page without my consent, made money off of it without running me some money, then you're gonna Photoshop it.
This collaboration is raising eyebrows, and I think it's the perfect opportunity to talk about the blurred lines between fast fashion and luxury brands, and why these partnerships actually make more sense than you think. First, let's look at the immediate backlash. Cardi's fans were quick to call the deal a bad look for her, with some questioning her status as a high-caliber celebrity. I mean, she's literally worked with luxury houses. Shein, on the other hand, is infamous for being the face of fast fashion, a name synonymous with mass production, knockoffs, labor exploitation, and environmental harm. It feels like a strange pairing, right? But if you think about it, this partnership actually reflects a much bigger truth about the fashion industry that no one talks about. Fast fashion and luxury brands are way more connected than they let on. Alright, so here's the thing. On the surface, fast fashion and luxury brands might seem like opposites. One is all about exclusivity, while the other thrives on accessibility. When you dig deeper, you realize they share a lot of the same resources and strategies. Did you know some luxury brands and fast fashion companies use the same factories for production? They even share suppliers in certain cases, which means those luxurious pieces might not be so different from the cheaper counterparts.
God, is it true? Of course it's true.
Fast fashion and luxury also fuel each other. Think about it. Fast fashion mimics luxury trends and makes them accessible to the masses, creating demand. On the flip side, luxury brands maintain their mystique by distancing themselves from fast fashion's reputation, even though they benefit from the same exact system. Cardi's deal with Shein brings that hypocrisy into sharp focus. It's not just about the clothes. It's about how these industries support and perpetuate each other behind the scenes. Now, let's bring Balenciaga into this. Under Dem Niggas Valia, Balenciaga has been pushing boundaries, but not always in the best way. Remember their controversial ad campaigns? The ones that involved children in unsettling imagery? Something that drew immediate backlash, but also kept the brand in the headlines. Balenciaga thrives on shock value, and their designs often look deliberately cheap, almost as if they're mocking the luxury consumer. Yet, their pricing and positioning screams exclusivity. This reminds me how fast fashion brands like Shein operate. They capitalize on trends, even controversial ones, and market themselves as if they're for the people. But Balenciaga, they're not really inclusive. They're exploitative. They thrive on overconsumption and questionable practices while presenting themselves as forward-thinking and edgy. Cardi's deal highlights how thin the line is between luxury and fast fashion. And it forces us to ask, if these two sides of the industry are so intertwined, is this really any difference anymore? So, what does all of this mean? For starters, it exposes the fashion industry's deep contradictions. On one hand, they champion sustainability and ethical practices. And on the other hand, they encourage overconsumption, whether it's through a $10 Shein dress or a $5,000 Balenciaga bag. And consumers, we're stuck in the middle, supporting these brands without fully understanding the systems behind them.
Boots. These luxury items I would never repurchase. Starting with these beautiful Louis Vuitton boots. These are the worst quality shoe I've ever had. I can for sure walk in JCPenney rack room and find something better. After literally 2 weeks, the inside leather started to break. You can kind of see it. This is the other boot. And thankfully, after a month, I went back to the store and they were so kind enough to replace them with a brand new pair. Just for them to happen to the next pair, which are these. And the lady at the store told me these are fragile shoes. Don't rush putting them on. They still broke. It takes me so long to put these shoes on and they're the most uncomfortable boot I own. Got all this stuff when I got my first piece of money when I was like 19. Now that I'm older, I'm just learning that luxury designer does not equal quality at all. And I'm better off just going with a smaller local designer in most cases. Or just DSW, something. Next is this Louis Vuitton purse. Here's a view into how it's gotten so dirty. It came with a beautiful white strap that was canvas material that got so filthy as well. I mean, it's a white purse, so I understand. So I go to the store and ask if they provided any cleaning. Like if I wanted to replace the white strap, do you all have another one I can buy? And she says, oh, I would just get one off Etsy. Etsy strap. Told me everything I needed to know. What do all these items have in common? They're the same designer. I have purses from Prada, Burberry, Gucci, Coach. Never did me like these items. So just here to de-influence. This is polyester. 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 Much like the rest of you, as soon as I saw this look, I immediately went to the H&M website and I do what I always do, which is look at the materials and composition, and lo and behold, much to my unsurprise, this is completely polyester. So it's gonna be a hard no and a pass for me. And I implore you, if you are a woman of color, you need to stay away from polyester and stay away from synthetic materials. I'm telling you right now, I feel like this is something that 10, 20, 30 years from now is going to be studied and going to be studied more deeply, and people are really going to start to pay attention to how these synthetic materials, the chemicals that they release, the microplastics that they release, how they impact our hormone health, our mental health, our gut health. Polyester and synthetic materials are endocrine disruptors, and there are lots of endocrine disruptors, makeup, perfume, and things like that. But me personally, When it comes to clothes, I'm staunchly against it in clothing because I have to wear clothes every single day. I don't wear makeup every day. I don't wear perfume every day. But I obviously cannot step foot out of my house without clothes on. So these are the things that I want to be extremely mindful of coming in contact with my body. So I implore you, stay away from polyester.
I need everyone to pay attention to what's happening with H&M and the mid-luxury sector. H&M, a fast fashion brand, are shifting from pushing out trendy focused collections towards more timeless ones. Aesthetically, they're no longer competing with the likes of Shein. Instead, they're gunning for brands like blurrier at a more accessible price. This is a nod to a wider trend in fashion. H&M's collaborations in the past year with the likes of Paco Rabanne, Mugler have made a rebrand like this possible. And if you pay attention, you'll notice that it's getting harder to distinguish between a luxury brand campaign and a H&M campaign. But this is a problem. You can't luxe wash fast fashion. Their pieces may look higher end now, but they are probably still made up of polyester and they are still mass produced. The reality is we're now at a point where the lines between luxury and fast fashion are so blurred that the consumer has to do a double take. It seems that the title luxury is no longer worth what it once was.
Cardi's partnership with Shein might have been shocking, but honestly, it was just another reminder of how fashion isn't about authenticity anymore. It's about strategy. Shein knew exactly what they were doing by hiring Cardi B. They're trying to rebrand as more than just fast fashion. And Cardi, she's taking that bag, like she always says. But what does that mean for the rest of us who are trying to? Thank you for coming to Cloud Negative 9. I'm your host, DJ Selby. And if you're interested in hip-hop fashion stories just like this one, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.